Evening all. So, how did she get there? I'll ask you again. How did she get there? You don't know what I mean, do you? I'm saying, how did this woman get to the top of relationship advice, the relationship advice media, whatever it was? How can a woman get to the top of a relationship advice medium advising men how to get women? That don't make sense. Let me explain. Women, I believe, are incapable of giving men relationship advice. That don't even make sense. It's illogical. It goes against the whole biology. And if you're a man listening in to what she's saying, which more time or not won't be 100%, it will be dubious, because a woman can't give men advice. I'll explain why. If you're a man listening in and you're feeding off that, then boy, you're going to go very far. In fact, you're going to flop. Ain't going to happen for you. And the mad thing is, men were paying out big money to go to her for relationship advice. That don't make sense. I'll see why. It goes against human nature. That's like, how can I give advice? That's like a rabbit telling the hunter how to kill it. Make sense? What I'm saying to you is, even when she gives you this advice, even when you're paying all this money, she's not going to give you the full story. She's not going to give you the full shebang, because she just can't. There are exceptions, and she's not one of them. I know this from how she speaks. Yes, there's one or two exceptions to the rule, but I can tell they've been around men plenty some. There's women that have just been around men and they get it, it clicks. She's not one of them. So when you're there shelling out that big money to her, then boy, you're playing yourself. That doesn't make sense. But anyway, pushing it on. What I don't understand is how men play a woman for advice. But basically, it doesn't happen. So what? Okay, in simplistic terms, in a different social dynamic, changing the dynamic a bit. So, and this is where you guys actually go wrong. This is where you go wrong. I've heard you guys. I've seen you guys in action. Go on a date, talk to a woman, and you're gauging her as if to find out what she likes, so you can be that kind of guy, so you can get your poke on. That's my point. It don't make sense. Oh, what do you like then? What I like about you is very, very, very respectful. You stop being respectful, and then you get upset when a man who disrespects her gets through and gets pee and gets pum. That don't make sense. I like a man who's clean cut, he's corporate. That's what I like. And you try and be that corporate dude, then you see some thuggish brother get through and get, and then he's hitting the nans, hitting the nanny, and you get upset. That makes sense. How many women have told you they like Denzel Washington? If that's the case, there'd be no upheaval in the black relationships. There'd be no dramas, because they'd all be with the perfect guy, and it would all pan out nicely. They'd all be with the right guy, and the guy would have had be with the right woman, and it'd be like the old school way, the old school ranking system. That's gone down. So I don't understand how in this modern context that you fools are still running around and even paying this woman big money. She's not perfect, is she? So as you're seeing now, you've heard the audio. I know I'm a little bit late on this, but that's beside the point. It's all on there. She's actually bragging to this next woman. That woman's quite cordial and quite civil. But she's saying to, and the other woman is the man's partner, wife, whatever. And she's the side chick. She's the hoe. So technically speaking, you're paying big money to hear a hoe speak. That don't make sense. It don't make sense. It's like chatting to some dusty little hoe, and she's no different. She just speaks well, brushes it up better, And that's it. And she's got the mic in her hand and you're paying big money. That's it. And the funny thing is, you guys are still paying her money now. After knowing this will come out, after knowing the fact, you're still paying money now and paying her for advice. And that's it. Oh, Lord, you people are ridiculous. You're something else. So, simply put, you guys are even upset. From what I'm reading, you're upset that she's being found out, which don't make sense. So, the fact she's now being found out to be another hoe, you're all upset about it. You're all in your feelings, you know. I mean, let me get something up here. I saw something. Let's pull this up quickly. So Sadia Khan, according to this, is a very popular dating relationship coach with close to 1 million subscribers on YouTube and Instagram. She often identifies as a psychologist and gives what and gives what, in my opinion, is generic advice. A lot of stuff on being a high-value man and a high-value woman. So, a high-value woman that beats and banging a next woman's man. That's not high value, that's low self-esteem. You know, so on her website, she advertises the high value program, which goes for up to $12,000. That's $12,000. Jeez. Then it moves on to the controversy. And I've seen the video as well, where she's defending herself, and it's not good. She's being questioned, and she starts stuttering. She's all over the place. The composure's gone. It's like she's been found out. She knows what she did. She knows she's a hoe. She's all in denial, saying this and that. She knows. She knows it's her. She knows she's just another sketch now. But the irony is, so you all don't work normally. You do things differently. So it wouldn't surprise me now if she gets even more followers come through the door and even more people like signing up. Because you're all Offkey like that. You're all backward like that. Listen. You want to know how the female psyche works? You should be in the field. You should be active. Guys, these guys who aren't active the guys who aren't active are the ones who's giving her that big money now. Running around, doing all kinds of stupidness. You know? I mean, that's a good idea for me. A little sideline, take $12,000 off these American dudes, whatever, set something up, and I can guarantee results. I've done it. It's happened. Deadbeat geek to man hitting the nans like he's Thierry Henry, bending the nans round the wall. No nonsense. But hey, another conversation. Whole point I'm making is this woman. And I know she's for the nonsense because I've heard her speak. It's a generic, basic stuff, common, just outline stuff. Doesn't go into detail how the female psyche works. You know, there are female relationship coaches that tell it how it is. You know, but they're I can say she's talking sense, but she's not one of them. But the mad thing is, you're paying $12,000. Man's paying $12,000 and listening to her like she's the gospel. That makes sense. And now she's being found out. You're upset. What are you upset about? In fact, no, you shouldn't be upset. The fact she was a hoe might even give her more credence, because now she's a hoe, she's in the field. So she's been down and dirty being a hoe. She's living the life and then sharing her experience of a hoe and giving you insight. How's that then? Doesn't that allay the fact that you feel betrayed and upset? She's a dirty little skank, and because she's in the field and being a hoe, she now has the insight to give you information. Same way, like if I'm active in the field, and I can pass on my knowledge, then boy, it is what it is. It's a good thing, isn't it? But the bottom line is, in this case, you feel betrayed because it's a woman and she's a skank. Listen, I don't know, man, but